What is up, all my RC people? Now, I know this isn't my usual setup. I had to do an improvised setup in the garage just so I could get somewhere to show you this. Now, this is reminiscent of Adam's RC Playground, kind of along the same stuff today. This will be an Adam favorite. So, I was at a flea market over the weekend, and under a table was this. I'm sure you all recognize it. What was mind-blowing about it is this isn't original. It is stamped, I believe, 1986 right on it. He had the price tag of $65. I said that your bottom dollar, he said he'd take $50. Now, just for the lunchbox by itself, that would be an incredible deal, but I have a whole bunch of stuff to go with it. But just starting with this, Adam, remember we had that conversation about if I had a vintage lunchbox, I wouldn't be able to stop myself, I'd have to run it? Already did it. This thing's in perfect running order. So check this out, guys. When I bought it from him, he said he had just been running it in the parking lot before I got there. We hooked the battery up. Battery's on. Power switch. Original vintage lunchbox in working condition with all original parts, including the manual speed controller, the old school Magnum Sport. These things are a brick. I've got like 3 of them in my collection, but if you couldn't tell, I'm ecstatic. So, that being said, it's a little on the rough side, but we'll get to that in a moment. First, let me shut this guy back off. There we go. We'll set him right here for now, along with the radio. So also in the box, we got one of the old school ProTech brick chargers that goes off your cigarette charging port in your car or the wall charge. It's all there, along with a set of the alligator clips in case you have to go directly to your battery. 2 more batteries. And as you can see, that's got one of the original batteries in it. We know at least one of them still works. The original stickers that were not used in this crazy paint job he's got going on there. That is just mind-blowing. I can't believe this. This is awesome. What else do we have in the box of mystery? Cool. We got an old Tamiya paint guide with their paint markers. I don't see a date on that, but I'm sure if I looked hard enough, I could probably find when it's from. We got a spare bumper. It looks like another Tamiya little showcase collection. You've got your model reflector corporation to include your payment. And there we go, 1987 on the instructions. So I guess it'd be 87 on there, not 86. But yeah, look at those. The blue lettering. They're still great instructions though. There we go, that's something I haven't seen since the 90s. There's the instructions for the manual speed controller. That is just great. We've got the Futaba radios instructions as well. While I do have several of these radios, I did not have a set of their instructions. And, well, that's cool. Gives it a list of the optional parts list. We're not done yet. All right, we've reached the bottom of the big box. Oh, we've got a lunchbox wheel that they've clearly blown the center out of. a set of the side pipes and bumper, another bumper, another wheel. This one looks complete and in good condition. Oh, the tags. If you didn't know what these were for, you would put these on your radio to tell you what number you were on a racer, and then you'd have a smaller tag, which are, I believe, down inside here, that said what frequency you're running, so you didn't cross frequencies with anybody else. Funny story, my first RC race ever with an RC10 T3, I left my controller on by accident, and it messed somebody's race up horribly. They were not happy with me. Another grill and bumper set. We got some shock mounts, servo savers, some optional servo saver parts. Oh, there we go. For the manual speed controller. And then we just have, let me see if there's anything worth really talking about in here. So these are mostly just spare parts in general. That does include, it looks like we have a Tamiya driver head to something or another. Let me set that aside. Set all this great stuff aside and we'll get back to the box. Okay, I have not taken the top off this yet, so this is going to be a discovery for us both. Had one pin holding it on, and that looks to be about it. There it is. We got our AA battery pack to run our servos. And the manual speed controller that looks actually fairly clean. It's like all Futaba servos were used, so it's probably one of those packs where you got your 2 servos, your receiver, and your radio all in one box. Looks like it's going to need new wibbly wobbly. This one's done, but I have lots of those laying around. It has sheared off one of the body mounts. Not a big deal. That is really to be expected, especially from one of this age. For some odd reason, they have the wheels mounted on backwards. And that's a new one. Bearing on the outside of the wheel with the nut against the bearing. It's not sitting down in the socket. It's just a bearing sitting in the wheel with a nut around it. And it looks like we have just a Mabachi 540 motor. I think our center springs are shot. Other than that, for the most part, this model looks very clean for what it is, and especially for its age. And one of the other strange things I see on here is these doubled shocks in the front. So there's 2 sets of springs coiled over each other. There's just no flex to that whatsoever, hardly. And that really stiffened it up. I'll be removing one of those. Oh, the next thing to do is get this guy all cleaned up and back to perfect running condition. Leave in the comments below. You think I should leave the body, or do you think I should restore the body? I can easily repaint this. I've done it to a bunch of them before. It won't be any big deal at all. And I can even repaint it in blue if you think I should just repaint it in blue. Or if you think I should go with the classic yellow lunchbox. I've already got one, but I'm just curious to hear your thoughts on all of this. So, I guess you should enjoy 97.9 WKRL Classic Rock and 98 Rock Classic Rock and Roll, because apparently that's who this guy's supporting. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is an amazing discovery for me. This is why I go to flea markets. I find treasures like this all the time. Not necessarily this good. This was the first one I've ever found this good. But I find a lot of old Nico and stuff like that. So remember to check yard sales, flea markets. You never know what you might find. And you never know how much money you might find for next to nothing because somebody's just selling it because it was in their way and they don't even know what it is. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will start the rebuild on this very shortly. We'll pull it all apart, clean it all up, get it back in working order, and I'm going to run it. Not a lot. It'll be like my Avante, like my original Avante, and a lot of my other. I got a bunch of vintage Tamiyas, but it'll be like that. I'll run it once a year, twice a year, just to keep everything working properly. I'm not going to upgrade anything. It's going to keep the FM. It's going to keep the manual, and I'm just going to enjoy looking at this beautiful, beautiful Tamiya classic from the past that we all know and love. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to catch you on the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, bell, and hit the like on the way out. Greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot, and I will catch you on the next video.